Again. This is Diaspora Network, and we're just here to share a few things to everyone. Well, many things have happened in Nigeria. So many interesting things. So interesting. I mean, the one that is really on board right now, the moment, is the certificate issue of what was released. The documents were released by the Chicago University to articles team. So many things has been happening. So that has been what is that has been that has been what is happening in Nigeria right now. I mean the heat of the moment. So people are saying different things and so many things. What we need to do if our president need to resign honorably, but different things anyway. So what do we do right now? So anyway, I just want to share some few things, and I don't really have much to say. I know that I do make some posts. I've been making some posts really. So I would just want to show some these stations, what is called Arise TV, their analysis. Okay, let's just watch it. I want us to watch it and make comments. Let's see, because it's really painful to see a nation of over 200 million people just like this. It's so painful, really. For me, it's heartbreaking that we allow these things to go on for so long. We allow lie, to go for so long. We allow mediocrity to go for so long. People are so free, forge results, do so many things, and these are people that want to lead the people, not only just the presidency. We have so many issues that have been happening. Forge certificate, NYC, so many things have been happening, and we cannot continue to live like this. It's not good for the image of the country. It's not good for the country. It's not good. So we need to make a change. We need to make a change. Right now, I heard in America, some of the nurses, Nigerian nurses, not just some of the Nigerian nurses and some Nepalese nurses, their certificates are being reviewed because if your president can is if it's questionable as per his characters, that means you as a citizen too. That means you are questionable too. That is the truth, because when your number one citizen is his identity, his certificates are just being questioned. So the members too, that I mean, ordinary citizens, what do you expect for for them also? So that is just the thing. So those in diaspora too, I know people traveling from one country to another country. Nigerians, they don't trust them. They don't really trust them. Before Nigeria had a kind of image, okay? Nigeria has before a kind of image, not a good. I would say a good image, because when you are traveling, when you show your passport that you're in Nigeria, they look at you second time. They will scrutinize you. But now they are saying, people are hearing the international community. They've been saying, and what will be saying, that a person have been convicted in the US, call him drug lord, president for certificate, is now the president. That means That means they cannot just trust Nigerians, really, man. That is just the truth. The trust is not there. So, but the fight goes on. Some people are saying Tinubu has won. Let's move ahead. Let's move ahead. We cannot move ahead just like that. You cannot build on illegality. It's not that is not the best. Because we cannot build on illegality. The case must be resolved. It must be resolved and the right thing must be done. The right thing must be done. So that's what we are saying. So those people that are saying I mean, we should move on. We should just move on. Let's forget it. No. At other times, no. We have to make sure we see to the end of it. Okay. We have to make sure the right thing is done, because if we allow them to like this, next election is going to be worse. I was telling some people today, I said, look, if we don't do the right thing right now, I wonder what is going to be in the next election. I just wonder what is going to be in the next election. It's going to be, you know, they will rig it. They will not even rig the election. They will fully be in charge. Okay, so people that are saying let's wait to the next election, let's no. For me, at other times, no. We must make sure the right thing is done. You guys voted, and our vote must count. It must count. It must count. That is the truth. It got to count. Yeah, it must count, man. It must count. That is the truth. So nobody will be saying let's no. It must count. It has to count. It just has to count, man. Anyway, we be playing. Let's watch this Arise TV crew, the analysis of the Chicago scandal. It's a big scandal, man. It's a big scandal. It's a shame. It's a shame. It's just a scandal. It's so painful that that is how we find ourselves. It's so painful, but I believe we can make things right. Okay, we can all still make things right. Okay, those out there, don't give up. We should not give up. We should not give in. Okay, we can make things right. And today too, Atiku Abubakar had a World Press Conference. Maybe I will try to play that also. All right. I mean, I'm doing these things for clarity so that people they will know, because right now some people are still defending Tinubu. They are defending him to the core, defending him. I don't understand Nigerians. Why can't we just say the truth? All right. First, say the truth, and when you see the truth, I think the truth will set you free. That's what we are told. We'll set the truth to set you free. So let's watch this analysis first from Arise TV crew. Please, as you watch, kindly share. Kindly follow our page. Right now, I'm also on YouTube channel, but YouTube channels, and on Twitter also. So, guys, it's good you share this video. Okay, you like, make comment. Okay. It's important, all right? So let me play this video of Arise TV. Let's watch them, okay? Let's watch them. Let's see what the analysis, all right? All right.
Reactions trailing the transcript of the deposition made by Carl Westberg, the witness of the Chicago State University in the case of former Vice President Atiku Abubakar's request for the release of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's school records in the yet-to-be certified transcript obtained by our sister publication, This Day Newspapers. Westberg told the court that the diploma, which is also called a certificate that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu presented to INEC, was not like the ones issued by the university in 1979, but however looked more like those produced in the 1990s. Well, in one breath, Westberg also claimed that CSU did not find any diploma issued by 1979 to Tinubu, but in another breath claimed that the school had in its file the diploma dated June 27, 1979, which was the copy released last year to Enahoro Eba under the order of a U.S. court. Well, let's go over some excerpt of the deposition transcript. Carl Westberg was responding to questions from Angela Liu, lawyer to Atiku Abubakar. The question from Angela goes, "You have never seen a diploma that cut off the signature of Herbert Conley position like this?" Answer, correct. Question, and CSU does not have a 1979 diploma that contains the font, CL signatories, and wording apart from the INEC diploma. Westberg answered correct. Question, so CSU does not know of any diploma dated 1979 like the INEC diploma that has ever been issued? Answer, correct. Question, and CSU has no record of issuing this INEC diploma to President Tinubu in 1979. Westberg answered correct. Another question, and CSU did not issue a diploma dated June 27, 1979 to Tinubu in 1979. Westberg answered correct. Well, another transcript there. Angela asks, the diploma says it was granted on June 22nd, 1979. Westberg answered, yes. Question, and CSU did not have a board of trustees in 1979, did it? Answer, true. Another question, so let's look at the signature on the INEC diploma on the right. It looks like one of the signatories from Elnora Daniel, correct? Answer, yes. Another question, and Elnora Daniel was not the chair or president of CSU in 1979, correct? Answer, correct. Angela also asks, she was president in 1998 to 2008, correct? Well, Westberg answer, as far as I'm aware. Well, you know this has caused a lot of reactions, guys, because, you know, it's either the word forgery or the certification. But let me take a tweet from David Hudeni, who wrote, just got a hold of the written copy of yesterday's deposition. And yeah, Chicago State is in just as much trouble. Well, apart from confirming that the certificate submitted to INEC is a forgery, they also confirmed that they have no way of knowing that Bola A. Tinubu and Bola Ahmed Tinubu are in fact the same person. Well, Temitope Ajayi also in response, I believe he is the press secretary to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he wrote, we should be clear. In the deposition made by the Chicago State University, there was nowhere the university said the certificate presented to INEC by President Tinubu is fake. The university insisted on that oath that President Tinubu graduated with honors, and even at that, replacements for lost certificates are done by vendors, not the university. They claim that President Tinubu submitted fake certificate to INEC does not make sense. A man cannot forge the academic records he possesses. You can only forge what you don't have. All right, Rufai, a lot of discrepancies here in this. Yeah, although I will state again, this is not a certified copy of the deposition, but I mean, it's transcribed as to what he was saying. That is Carl Westberg. But I want to also just talk about the fact that, you know, Chicago State University contacts vendors to get their certificates. I did go on Chicago State University and I looked at it as well. There's also a link that you can click to obtain your diploma from the school website. And the second thing I wanted to say about concerning that as well is the fact that they did have the certificate from Enahoro Eba that he requested. I believe that was last year. So what happened there? I don't get it.
So that's the conundrum.
Yes.
Yeah, I get vendors can print certificates and all of that, you know, the American system. But the question I also want to ask is, apart from printing a certificate, there should be some form of authentication.
Yes, that they can make.
So let's say you are an affiliate of Rufai Enterprises. At least there should be some form of authentication of Rufai Enterprises on what you print. That's one. Number two, why is it that there was one they gave a Enahoro Eba, why didn't President Tinubu get that one to present?
That's the question.
But if CSU had one for him, why did he get that one to present? Why did he present the one that the CSU did not even present at all? I think a lot of people should read those raw facts of the deposition. They talked about that. That inquiry you read was the first part of the deposition. So he did not know, the Carlsberg did not know that they were now going to bring up the Nahoreba exit. So when they brought it back to him, he was gobsmacked. It also showed the school did not even have a verification system to verify whatever the student had even presented hitherto. Because the school did not even know that Ahmed was the middle name of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So there was no way for them to be able to know. Concerning the template that was going around, that some people had gone to tell all sorts of porkies for, that the school gave it to them. The school said it was just a template they had released because they got a lot of inquiries, and that if you had even mailed the school, they would have given it to you. That's just it. So when people
they would have given. So what is this vendor situation?
So
and who
that was to whom it may concern.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about those certificates. I thought you meant the certificates.
So the vendor situation, and also they talked about the case of certain Mr. Orr in all of this, conversation that left the school after the certification of something and all of that. And, there were also other, even very sad things. And you wonder, this is where an American university operates?
Absolutely not.
And let's now go back to a particular document. Because, you see, with all of this new evidence, there was a deposition under oath Carlsberg made, where he said Bola Ahmed Tinubu graduated and was awarded a degree from University of June 1979. And they said that Chicago provided a diploma to him and they were valid and all of that. Now, this is suspect. In the first deposition I gave Angela Lu, the things he was already saying in this Henderson deposition was contradictory. So because, Oji, I'm not going to work. Well, I read that thing. I read it. I took out my time to read it because we need to be able to inform the public.
Absolutely.
You get? So, and that's why all of this out there, it's in the realm, people will check it up, whatever it is, they're going to make their assumptions and all of that. But for me, I'm just concerned about the facts of the matter and based on the position. Like you said, rightly, it's not certified yet. Probably when they, certify it and all of that. And it's a document that's out there in public. Everybody should take out time to read it too. But based on some of the first depositions, it was already contradicting the things Carlsberg put in here.
All right. Ayo, I get the point that Dr. Abati always makes, which is the point of discovery. Can it be admissible in court? But I don't think that that's what Nigerians are even worried about. They're worried about, they want to know, was that certificate actually from the Chicago State University, which we have seen in this uncertified transcript that, the clerk there is saying, we're not sure we can authenticate this actual certificate. What's your take on that?
So when you read the deposition and that statement coming from the university, the first question that came to my mind was, okay, so the certificate that was presented to INEC, where did the president obtain it from? Because it didn't come from CSU, and CSU has stated this categorically. Now, in terms of whether it's law admitted, I asked a question earlier to Mr. Hassan when he sat where you were sitting, about, and now this is based on personal morality and the fact that this is the highest seat in the office of, this is the highest office in the land.
Yes.
And the fact that should someone, whether the court sacks him or not, if we are aware that a principal officer such as that forged or didn't present a certificate from the institution where he said he graduated from, should he not honorably, even without the interventions of the court, step aside? As is done in other sane societies. Right. It's a matter of, and Mr. Kalu was here, he cited the example of Mesoma. When ordinary young Nigerians like Mesoma are said to have forged a result or forged a certificate, all their benefits are withdrawn from them. It's a national disgrace. It's a national, they didn't need to go to court for JAM to come out and for all the sponsors to come out and take away her benefits. It's the same thing that Nigerians are clamoring for. It's beyond, and I said it before and I still maintain it, it's beyond, yes, law is not morality, but even if the courts cannot admit the evidence, whether it is they call it a wild goose chase or not, it is not just a national embarrassment if this is found, in terms of the evidence before us as CSU saying they didn't issue the certificate or the diploma. if the president is not able to share where he got that particular diploma from,
Right.
if they are not able to balance the discrepancies on the dates, the logo, the signature, the different things that the registrar had alluded to, then Nigerians deserve an answer, and we deserve a credible leader who is honorable if found culpable to exit that position.
All right, well said, Ayo. We'll take another story. The Minister of the Federal Capital.
Yeah, I just played that so that we know where we are. Okay, we are Nigerians, and it's 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 really sad that this is happening in Nigeria, and everybody is, but they're not talking. You know, Tinubu forged the results. He forged the certificate, or rather. Maybe he attended Chicago Civil City. Okay, that is not even the issue right now. This, what he presented to INEC was forged because they've said they are not the one that presented that one to him. And there are other videos I would love to play, because they don't even know the identity, if it's a man or a woman. This is a shame. It's a big shame, really. It's just a big shame. In a good society, in a sane society, person like Tinubu is supposed to honorably resign. That is the truth. Not even called to do anything. Honorably, he will resign. That is how it's supposed to be in a society that is functional. But what baffles me is that we still see some Nigerians. They are clapping for him. They are still defending him. They are saying all sorts of rubbish. It's a shame. I give an example of what happened just yesterday in the US. The Speaker of the House, they removed him. For the first time in the history of US House of Reps, for them to remove a speaker. His own party members, they removed him. I'm not saying Democrats now, Republicans, his own party member removed him. So what stops even the APC members, even the cabinet members to tell this is embarrassing, it's a national disgrace. Why not resign? But people don't do that. They are still clapping for him, defending him, saying all sorts of things. Nigerians, we should all wake up, man. We should just wake up. We should wake up. We should know what time is it. We should know. As I said before, this is embarrassing. It's a national embarrassment. Even those people that are traveling up and down in different countries, Nigerians, they are targeted now because they will make sure they are scrutinized. Because if your leader can be so dubious, then what stops you as a normal guy not to be even worse? So they try to scrutinize. Anyway, it's painful anyway. I was thinking by now, Tinubu will honorably resign. And Africans, I know, being who they are, they don't honorably resign. That's African, that's for you. They don't. They will make sure they are there, even if they are doing the worst thing, even if people are dying, people are crying, they don't care. They don't care. They don't care. But other countries, in Europe, in America, you see they're resigning. They will just resign. They will just resign because this is embarrassing. It's embarrassing. Well, Nigeria, we must make it happen. Nigeria must work again. We must make it work. Okay, we must make it work. We are not giving up. We are not giving in. We'll keep on talking. We'll keep on doing what is right. We'll keep on under the constitution, under the law, to make sure we achieve our aim. Okay, that is what we are doing, and that's what we are going to do. All right. Anyway, something. Okay, let me play this video of. All this why yesterday we were so expectant as per when it came out. Then the Atiku Abubakar, the former vice president, He now said today he will make a world press conference regarding the saga, the disgrace, what happened. I mean, the Chicago scandal is a scandal, is a big scandal. He said he was going to make he was going to make a press conference, which he did today. He did today. I will play it. Okay, I want us, why I'm doing all these things, why I'm playing, why I want to play this video of Ascot Baka. I want people to understand what is really what is on, what's going on. Because I heard that in Nigeria, the mainstream media have been bribed. They don't say the right. They don't say what is happening. They don't do it. They are telling the Nigerian people another set of things. They are not telling them the truth, which is not good. They are telling them another version. So that is why it's good for us to pass information. Make sure we pass. That's why I say when you watch this kind of videos, share it. When you share it, people will one way or the other. Once somebody somewhere will hear it. Okay, share the video and okay, so that we will have the right information. Okay, right now it's not a matter. This is not a matter of obedient movement now. This is not a matter of Labour Party now. This is a matter of PDP now. This is not a matter of APC now. This is a matter of Nigeria. This is a matter of this so-called president Tinubu. This Canada is going on. It's affecting people everywhere. I told you last time. I said it last time. Some nurses in the US now they are being scrutinized because they are Nigerians too. All their certificates now are now being scrutinized. This is what is happening. So don't be surprised. Maybe even in other areas, in other sectors, you see Nigerians are being scrutinized now because they said they know how to forge. Oluwole, because I don't know at the time Nigeria Oluwole was so in vogue. Maybe that was when Tinubu did what he did too. Maybe he went to Oluwole to do it also. If you know who to call Oluwole, ask any Lagos person. He will tell you. Ask Nigerians know what's called Oluwole. It's only I don't think maybe it's just only few that will say they don't understand what's called Oluwole. Oluwole, that is they are experts in forging things, in bringing out a replica. Give them anything, they replicate it. Anyway, that is aside. But let me just play this video because it's important for us to know the truth. It's important to know the truth. That is why I want to play this video so that we know at least it was Atiku and his lawyer that pushed this case. They are pushing it to the end to make sure they release all the documents we are seeing right now. Okay, I know Khalifa Wahimi started this fight a long time ago. The guy shouted, he cried, he shouted, he went to court, he was humiliated. At the end of the day, his voice was not heard. So you see, that is why I said we should not stop talking. This was over 20 years ago, over 20, I think over 23 years ago, when Khalifa Wahimi was shouting, Tinubu is a fraud. He forged certificate. He's like this, he's like this. He shouted and shouted. The court frustrated him. The Lagos State was able to frustrated him. And the guy died, but his voice is still agreeing on. Okay? What he did, what he started last time is still on today now. That's why I'm saying we should not give up. Obedient, we should not give up. If what the court said last time that it doesn't matter. Let the fight continue. We are there waiting for the Supreme Court. They will come and go. Okay, it doesn't matter the verdict. We are praying the right thing should be done. That's what we are praying for. But our voice must be heard. At the end of the day, our voice must be heard. That is what we are saying. At the end of the day, our voice must be heard, and it must be heard. We are not giving in. We are not giving up. Okay. Anyway, let me find the video of today, the World Press Conference given by His Excellency, the former VP of Nigeria, Atiku Abubakar. I do all of them. They're all the same people, but he fought this thing. He made sure that he fought Tinubu to make sure the documents are released, which is good, okay, which is quite commendable, very, very commendable. Okay, let me see. I don't want to play all, but I have to play some. I have to play it anyway.
In it, and who will come after us.
Just listen to him. Okay, I want you to listen to what their prime is, what he said about how
our country is bigger than any one of us, and its standing in the world affects the fate of all who come from or live in this great country, which has great future. As leaders, it is our duty to advance the well-being of all our people and of the country. For this purpose, my generation worked hard to return the soldiers to the barracks. Very many of us are here. And to defend the right of the people to elect and establish for ourselves legitimate government. Our elections are established and governed by law and founded on the Constitution, from which leadership and government in Nigeria alone derive their legitimacy. The people look up to us as leaders to respect these rules and to defend them. This is what has brought us here today. Today, we are called upon to again, as a people, to uphold and defend the ground rules of elective government in our country. The Constitution prescribes the requirements for those who seek the highest elective office in the land. It should not take months or indeed decades for the institutions concerned to be able to do their work in establishing the credibility of any certificates presented by candidates for public office. We undertook this journey at great cost and for important reasons. The ground rules for legitimate governance in our country need to be upheld. And you who are gathered here today have the responsibility of upholding those ground rules. And the reputation of our country is at stake. That affects everyone, Nigerians everywhere, wherever they may be in the world. I am a Democrat by conviction and a citizen of a country that I love. The issues at stake in this case require us once more to rededicate ourselves to both the country and our Constitution. Now we must entrust these facts to us all as citizens and as leaders of the institutions charged with interpreting our Constitution. I should thank the lawyers, both in Nigeria and in the United States, who have assisted us in bringing clarity and definitive answers to these issues that appear to have defied our institutions for nearly a quarter of a century. I also want to extend my gratitude to the Nigerian citizens and friends of Nigeria, both within and beyond the shores of our country, for their patience as we have sought to find the facts and establish the truth. I wish to pay tribute to the late human rights activist, Chief Gani Fawehimi, senior advocate of Nigeria, who inspired us on this path of discovery. Now he can truly rest in peace in the assurance that what he started about 23 years ago has come to fruition. Gani's vindication today gives credence to the saying that no matter how fast a lie runs, the truth will someday overtake it. Former American President Thomas Jefferson once said, and I quote, "If I had to choose between government without newspapers and newspapers without government, I wouldn't hesitate to choose the latter." From exposing the Watergate scandal and unraveling the dubious certificates of politicians, journalists have maintained eternal vigilance by bridging the gap and stepping in when other arms of government failed. It is for these reasons that commendation must be given to David Hundeyin, an independent journalist whose extraordinary work and those of many more young people like him has become a source of inspiration. Special thanks must be given to the millions of Nigerian youths and citizen journalists too, who continue to put out the truth online even when no one is listening. Indeed, the price of liberty is eternal vigilance. They have put the country first in their firm commitment to unravel the truth and hold leaders accountable. This gives me the hope that we have worthy partners in the struggle to reclaim the country we call our home. This quest is not for or about Atiku Abubakar. It is a quest for the enthronement of truth, morality, justice, and accountability in our public affairs. In line with this, let me call on all well-meaning Nigerians, leaders of thought, our religious leaders, our traditional leaders, our community leaders, our political leaders, and in particular, Governor Peter Obi of the Labour Party and Governor Rabi Ukwankwaso of the NNPP, and the leaders of every political party in Nigeria, and indeed every single person who loves this country, as I do, and who wishes nothing but the best for this country as I do, to join me in this campaign to enshrine probity, accountability, and the basic principles of justice, morality, and uprightness in our country and in our government. This is a task for each and every one of us. Let me, therefore, at this juncture, thank you for listening. May God bless you all, and may God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency, former Vice President, candidate of the People's Democratic Party in the last presidential election, and by the grace of God, the next president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Please put your hands together. Well, we have friends in the house, we have colleagues in the house. All technical questions will be taken that has to do with law will be taken by our friends.
They ask you a question, what is this Chicago? What happened? What is what is the
yes, Chief Sokocha,
what is the result? You know, so you understand. That's why I'm telling you that You can explain things better.
Okay, I will sit.
Yes, sit here.
So, this is the
Good afternoon, everybody.
question that I asked. Okay, but
Much has
before I
been said about the
this is not a
real
matter of
documents from the Chicago State University. I want
this is the
the
question.
former Vice President, the PDP presidential candidate, Atiku Abubakar, to tell us in clear words, because many papers, many television stations, many radio stations have been giving various versions of the documents handed over to you. Sir, what did the documents handed over to you say about the person of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu? Thank you, sir. And secondly, sir, of what value will these documents handed over to you will be at the Supreme Court?
Thank you. Thank you, Chief Sokocha of these day newspapers. Eniola of African Reports, that's an international platform, yes. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Your Excellency, colleagues, and everyone here. A spokesman for the president said that what you are doing against the president is a form of betrayal. And they said that in 2007, the president gave you a platform to run with and all that. And now you are, embarrassing him on an international stage. Don't you fear that this bond between you will be permanently broken? Thank you.
Okay.
So, about this, let's listen to the
Thank you.
answer.
His Excellency
Let's listen.
will take the question from the African Reports, while Barrister Kalu will respond to this day newspaper's inquiry.
Well, I beg to disagree with Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Yes, it is true, in 2007 we came together to form AC. And in Lagos, at the convention, I emerged as the winner and got the ticket. After I got the ticket, he sent about 5 or 6 senior partymen, some of them are here. I can even name them, but I don't want to embarrass them. And they met me and said to me that Bola wanted to be my running mate. I said, gentlemen, you are all old enough. And apparently, virtually all of you are Christians with the exception of only one person. What would be your reaction to have a Muslim ticket? All of them said, we totally object to it. I said, then why didn't you tell him when he was giving you the message that, look, Mr. Tinubu, the message you are giving us, we don't seem to agree with you. Why are you coming then to me? And that was the end of the political relationship. He broke away, went and supported Umaru Yar'Adua. So, what is the ground for him to say that I betrayed him? But those of you who are old enough will also remember that in 2003, the PDP took over all the southwestern states, with the exception of Lagos. I stood Between Obasanjo and himself, I said, no, you can't take over Lagos. Leave it. And he left it. So who is indebted to the other? Is it me or Bola Ahmed Tinubu? But there are other things which I would not want to go into. But I vehemently deny that either I stabbed him at the back or did not do him whatever. Thank you. Until today, I will not do Muslim tickets. I don't have to be president because I don't believe it is right for this country. It's not right. Absolutely wrong. We are multi-ethnic and multi-religious. And our government should reflect our diversity and our composition. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Excellency. Barrister Kalu, over to you.
There was no question I'm looking for that question. I wanted them to ask that question. I don't know.
On the certificate issued or released by Chicago State University to the lawyers of Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. These are the documents. One, that Bola Ahmed Tinubu forged the certificate he presented to INEC. That's one. Two, that the qualifying certificate from Southwest College to Chicago State University bears a female, indicating that that document does not belong to Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Three, the Chicago State University admission application form has a claim that Bola Ahmed Tinubu attended Government College, Lagos, and graduated in 1970, when indeed the school was established in 1974. The same document has it that the owner of that document is a black American, and the document Bola Ahmed Tinubu submitted to INEC, he denied having dual citizenship, which means it does not belong to him. Then the same document, oral deposition, says that the Bola A. Tinubu is Ahmed, but the NYSC certificate Bola Ahmed Tinubu submitted to INEC has Adekunle. I don't know where the Adekunle and the Ahmed emerged from. So, on the second arm of your question, of what use will it be in the Supreme Court, it is very, very clear that from decided authorities, the Supreme Court has held that they can accept a party to adduce fresh evidence as long as certain conditions are met. And from what transpired in the proceedings in U.S. courts, that condition has already been met. So, as we speak, our law is very clear that a party at fault cannot be allowed to enjoy the fruit of his illegality. That is our answer to your question. Thank you. My name is Carlo.
Wow.
Carlo, thank you very much, Carlo. I'll take, because of the condition of this place, very hot, and I have your excellencies present here. So many of them. I'm privileged to be right in front of you, your excellencies. We won't keep you here for too long. Okay, Friday or local, the Punch newspapers.
Yes, good afternoon, Your Excellency. My name is Friday Oloko. I work with the Punch newspapers. Well, there were been the rumors flying around that because of this issue, this alleged certificate forgery, that some persons have reached you by way of trying to intervene, to put pressure on you, purportedly from the president, for you to step down on this matter. If it is true, will you step down on this matter? That's one. Secondly, you are fighting this cause. What is the fate of your business interests? Do you fear that maybe, should you continue, that your business interests might be threatened because of the powers from the presidency? Thank you very much.
Okay, let me start from the business perspective, because it's the latest in the series of questions that you asked. Yes, as you might have read in several other places, I was, in fact, not involved, in fact, I was the founder of one of the biggest oil and gas logistics company since the military area. And as soon as Buhari government came, even though we had license, we had got nothing to do with government. We were only contractors in logistics to the oil companies, not government. But as soon as Buhari came, all those contracts were revoked and taken away from us till today. So I'm not doing any government business. Yes, I'm in other businesses, agriculture, manufacturing, and so on and so forth. So that's as far as government business is concerned. So I'm not scared of any business being taken away from me. It has already been taken away from me since the beginning of was in 1990, since Buhari's time. They took it and distributed it among themselves. So what was the other question? Not really. Yes, immediately after the elections, I was told there was a delegation of governors who claimed, they were sent, by the president, but I did not even allow them to get into my house. I didn't.
So will you drop this fight?
I will only drop the fight when the court rules. If the court rules that I am right, fine. If the court rules that he is right, so that's the end of the fight. Because at the moment we are at the Supreme Court, and there is no any other court than the Supreme Court.
I just played this.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
Yeah, I played this for us to understand the details, okay? I played the interview, Rise TV, how they analyze, do some little analysis. Because the pages are much, the documents are much. You need to read it for yourself, understand it. But I played it like that you will have understanding, know what is happening, so that you can, on your own, say one, two things about it, okay? So that is just the reason why I played that. But all the same, the battle is on. We don't give up. I will still say, you know what you said now. At least the high points from the document Number one, that the certificate is submitted to INEC was forged. Okay, because the certificate is submitted to INEC. They said they are not the one that presented or that gave that one to Tinubu. That is number one. Number two, there is discrepancies also because the document belongs to a female. So that means maybe there are questions unanswered. Tinubu will know that he's a man, but the document, there's a female attached to it also. So all these things are, we need to sort it out. Then he said, Tinubu, what he presented to Chicago State University was he attended Government College, Lagos, 1970. Meanwhile, that school was not in existence in 1970. That school came to existence in 1974. You can imagine. So that means it was forged also. So because you cannot submit a certificate to Chicago University 1970, meanwhile, that school was not in existence. So that means it was forged. Then the other one too, the certificate, the document submitted for that in Chicago University, it shows the person is a Black American. Is a Black American. Meanwhile, who has said he has no American citizenship. So you can see so many things happening, and that is it. And even for the NY certificate, Adekunle, Amen Tinubu, so many discrepancies are there. But we are waiting for the Supreme Court to do the right thing. Anyway, guys, the battle is on. I always say the battle is on. All right, the battle is on. But all the same, this is how it is. For all the Chicago scandal, Gali Fawahimi cried over 23 years ago that this guy forged certificate. This guy is not going to that is not his identity. And thank God it's not coming out to light after 23 years. But are we going to take the lies? We take the lies all this why. We took the lies. It was a senator. I think 2 times or so. It was a senator from there to a governor of Lagos State, 2-time governor of Lagos State for 4 years. Just imagine. And now it's now the city president of the most populous Black nation in the world, Nigeria. Over 200 million people. Nigerians, how did we get so far? How did we come like this? How did we get here? How? We have professors in Nigeria. We have educated people in Nigeria. We have people that are learning in Nigeria. And right now, some of those people that are saying that obedience are bigots, obedience are stupid, right now they are quiet. They don't say anything. 2-3 weeks ago, one of them was saying something, was abusing obedience in South Africa. Right now, he's quiet. He don't say anything. Well, I think they should say something right now. Those professors or those people, they should come out and say something. But right now they are quiet. If you love Nigeria, come out and say the truth. Especially all these people especially our elder statesmen, how long are you going to? Who is feeding you? Why are you scared? Come out and say the truth. Save your country, save Nigeria. That's what we're saying. Save Nigeria. Let's help our country. Let's make Nigeria great again. We can make Nigeria great again. When we combine our voices, your voices will be heard louder. Okay? The youth, since the elders are failing us, the youth come out. Take your country back. Take it from these elders. Since they are failing us, those ones that are on the sideline, they are not saying they don't say anything. Please, youth, Nigerian youth, take back your country from these people. Take it back. Take it back. That's what I'm going to say for now. Please, as you watch, kindly like, share, that people will see, we know what we are doing, because it's important.